Alright. Let's play some more EarthBound. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is EarthBound, and I was experimenting with this barrier break for a little while. Remember how earlier I was like, oh, I think there's a way to skip from this mountain, this cliffside, directly to the house where Paula, aka Tuba, is being held prisoner in the Peaceful Rest Valley. Well, it turns out that the best way to do it is somewhere around here, and I feel like after experimenting with this just a little bit, what you basically want to do is come around this edge, like hold down, so that this the edge of this boundary will kind of push you to the left. And then you want to walk up and to the right as you get close to this little edge here, this little flap on the cliffside here. But basically, the way you do this is you want to wiggle your way into a spot that's essentially here, but a step or two upward to the north. And I was able to do it with some consistency earlier, although I can't get it, like, you know, every try. Like, I feel like if I work at this for a good 2 to 3 minutes, I can get it somewhat reliably, but, like, I can't do it fast enough that it would be, like, worth doing in a speedrun. I'm sure speedrunners can. And I know, like, the tool-assisted speedrun will use this clip occasionally during certain run categories. But man, I was able to do it a couple times. Dennis Greek Gamer, what's going on? B1900, Elvis Press Play, I see you as well. So let me try to show this off. Oh, I thought that was it. Man, I was able to get it, like, pretty good. It got to the point where I could do it within, like, 1 minute the other day when I was just messing around with it. But maybe I forgot a trick to it or something. Although, what I did feel like was often if I like tapped like right on the D-pad for just one frame, which you can do if you buffer a B button input, or in other words, what I'm doing is if I want to move right for just 1 pixel, I'll hit right and B at the same time. Because the B button opens this little menu here, which does pause you. So essentially, if you hit right and pause at the same time with the B button, that's one good way to position your character. Wayne and Slim Balls, I see you. Man, I really thought I could do this, like, easily, but it's not happening now. Like, I feel like going up and to the right here was the play. Robbie L. What's going on? Slimball says, I just got the broken gadget repaired. Well, I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary with Genevieve B yesterday, which is why I didn't stream yesterday. We were out enjoying ourselves. But we had a pretty good time. We did archery together? Here it is, here it is. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot. So I'm gonna hit B and right, then B and up repeatedly until I can wiggle through the mountainside here. There we go. Yeah, and that allows you to get from this cliffside down to this area, which is... This is the house where Carpenter originally kept Tuba in captivity. And so, like, if you come that way originally, like, if you're coming from Tucson for the first time through Peaceful Rest Valley, and you do that trick, let's say you're able to do that fast... Well, you can go talk to Tuba, and then go straight to fighting Carpenter with the Franklin badge, rather than going into the town, which you have to go the long way around. Then back through the back of the town, through those tunnels, to get to, this cabin with the jail cell, I guess. Then going back. So it saves you a trip around, and that's kind of cool. Stitch Pilot, how are you? Codanonicals, I see you as well. Elvis, the house that Tuba built. Anyway, let's load up our save file here. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is EarthBound for the Super SNES system. And last we left off, we're at the part where Boaty, aka Jeff, is by himself doing solo stuff. So, like, we made it to Threed. Thump and Tuba made it to Threed, and then we, I don't know, followed like an attractive lady into the hotel, and it turns out it was a trap, as always, and we got smacked by zombie dogs and some ghosts, and they thumped us real good and threw us in a jail cell. So Tuba's like, hey, I'm gonna contact someone I have never met before. Telepathically. So our friend Bodhi got a telepathic message from Tuba that was like, hey, you should come rescue us. And he's like, I don't know where you are, but I'm gonna escape from my school to do it. The bubblegum here is incredible. You should see the size of the bubbles I can blow. I will, at some point. There's a monkey at the entrance. Take the monkey, he's really noisy. This drugstore is just selling a monkey, by the way, Stitch Pilot. If you buy a pack of bubblegum, you can have the monkey for free. Yes, buy one, get one, as they say. Otherwise, he will cost you $1. So, do you want him? Yeah, I'll buy a pack of bubblegum. Who's Bubbles? Sears? She is the joy and the laughter. She's one of the Powerpuff Girls. Free damage dealer. Yeah, Stitch Pilot. This guy will add 1 damage every now and then in combat. Actually, I guess he can critical hit, and he'll hit the slugs for like 12 damage or something. Ain't no monkey business in this drugstore. Not anymore, Wayne. That transaction was the last of their monkeys. Q-Uki, gimme some gum. The monkey got a piece of bubble gum from Boaty and blew a bubble. Yeah, also Mojo Jojo. That's the bubble monkey, Sears. Akex says, hey, Karma, how are ya, son? Doing great. I was just talking about how me and Genevieve B had our 1-year anniversary yesterday, and we were doing some archery, so, like, I'm gonna post a short video of us shooting some targets and maybe some balloons as a members-only video. Also, Patreon patrons video. Stitch Pilot, I see you. Don't worry about it. Jill of Trades, welcome. You remind me of Keanu Reeves, says Rimuru Tempest. That's, like, good, though, right? Keanu? Stand-up guy. The Bubble Monkey joins you. Hello there, how may I help you? So, like, there's stuff that you can buy here, if you have the money for it, but since Bodhi doesn't have an ATM card, there's no way for you to withdraw any money here. So really the only way to make money on this island is by, fighting enemies until they drop stuff, then selling those dropped items like salt packets and cookies, which are like $1 and $3 to sell respectively. But last time I played this game, I did that enough that I was able to get the T-Rex's bat and bring it back to my friend Ness, who... What did we name him last time? Goose? Oh yeah, or I could rob them, Rimuru. I have a shelf of Keanu stuff in my house. Elvis Presley, tell me about that. Anyway, I don't think I'll be getting the T-Rex bat or any of the stuff that you can buy from the drugstore this time, because that took me like a couple hours last time, which, you know, all things considered isn't that bad. But I don't feel like doing that on stream. Also, that goat, kind of a tough battle when you're at level 1. So let's fight these dogs first. You could rob the store, says Rimuru. Not in this game, though. I'm not sure if Bodhi knows how to do that. He has a gun, but it's just a pop gun. Anyway, look at that. The Bubble Monkey dealt 10 damage in combat there. Okay, I underestimated him. Bodhi gained 4 experience, and the enemy left a present. There was a bread roll. Okay, that's what you can sell. Do you want to throw something away? Yeah. Let's throw away the cookie. And took the bread roll. Ooh, I'm now level 2. HP went up by 2. Not a great level up. I was hoping to get, like, at least 1 defense or something. But Fine, fine. I will continue to grow here. Speaking of which, let's reset this reps counter. Yo, last time we strum, I guess 2 days ago, we did 100 reps total, and now I'm setting it back to 0, but if we get any donations this stream, let's do some shoulder shrugs. I might even take off this jacket here so that you can see my shoulders as they move. Movies, video games, action figures. I have that Matrix box set with the Keanu bust. I'd like to get a framed poster to hang over it. Elvis press play. Are you just like a big Keanu fan? Oh, I guess I'll throw something else away. I don't know. So that runaway dog is an enemy in On It that you can fight. He's one of the first enemies that you can fight in the game. I feel like the runaway dogs here are basically the same enemy, but I feel like they drop that bread roll more often. Kink, I see you. Such classic shrug of shoulders. Just you wait. Secret Seal, welcome. Elvis is a huge fan of everything. Is a huge everything fan, says Sears. Nothing wrong with that. Showing support to everyone and everything. The tame animals have become wild. Something evil is going on. That's that person's voice. So why don't you rest here for a while? Have something to drink. Perhaps some tea? Oh my gosh, I love some tea. G Wild, welcome. A channel member. Bodhi running around with a chimp. You bet. Wild like me, says Rimuru. How wild we talking? Oh yeah, and the bubble monkey will, like, kind of follow you the way that most party members do, but he very clearly has some sort of ADHD where, like, every now and then he stops following you, has to look around for a minute, and then he runs to catch up with you. Like, oh, I forgot! Elvis, no disrespect meant. No, Sears, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying about Elvis press play. He's just a big fan of stuff that he likes, you know? And he shows his appreciation all the time. That's why we like Elvis here. Elvis press play. Which is a name I appreciate, by the way. That's a fun play on a name. Watching stream while drinking cream soda. It's great. What kind, Stitch Pilot? Ted R. The dogs have a 3% chance to drop a red roll in On It, but a 50% chance in winter, says Ted Raymond. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Well, what is your source? Is it starmen.net? Where are you getting that info? Agreed, everyone should go fund him. Yeah, Elvis, I did see the link to your GoFundMe in the Discord. Yep, I like the stuff I like, and I tend not to get rid of stuff if I can help it. EB Wiki. Yo, there's an abandoned tent over here. I wonder what happened to the tent goers. You know what? Maybe one of the tent goers was in this tent up here. Because there were 2 people in that tent up there. Maybe that tent belongs to one of them, but he's like, I'm gonna go visit my friend. A&W, it's goated, but the sugar content is crazy. 98%? We lost our tentance, Jill of Trades. I ain't no landlord or nothing. The monkey has Tourette's syndrome, like me. Rimuru? Is one of his tics to start sprinting, then? I guess some people have, like, physical tics, right? Dark Souls tier hidden lore. Thanks, G-Wild. So, you've also been bitten by Tessie Mania. You're in luck. We may be able to see Tessie tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm the cook for the Tessie Watch Club. How about some stew? Heck yeah. No, there's no need to pay me. Oh, free stew from this guy.
You are a friend who I have never met before. Bodhi, head south. I am Tuba. If you hear this message, go to the south.
She's just guessing. She's like, I don't know who this guy is, but I think he's in Winters, which, like, if I remember from the map lessons that I took, that's north of us, right? Nick the Frenchie, KarmaJolt, something terrible happened. Uh-oh, what was it? Working through the night, Bodhi fixed the broken spray can. After being fixed, the broken spray can became the defense spray. Okay, I get that the point of Bodhi's character, Mage Davy, is that he is a genius and he can fix things if his IQ stat is high enough, which right now it's an impressive 2. So he fixed a broken spray can, right? And it became the defense spray. But, like, I feel like in order to do that, not only do you have to be smart enough to figure out how to fix a broken spray can, but you gotta put something inside it, too, right? For it to become the defense spray. Increase one of the friends' defense during battle. I've never heard EarthBound refer to your party members as one of the friends. Increase the defense of one of your boys, everybody. It is the most effective... I'm sorry, it is most effective if you use this power multiple times to layer the effect. Gone after one use, though, so you really can't. Nick the Frenchie ate a banana? I don't believe it. 2, even? I definitely don't believe it. This game needs a claymation remake. Yo, Nintendolorian? We've been talking about that. Yeah, like Jill of Trades. So, like, was the spray can... Was it already full of something and it just wasn't spraying right? And he's like, oh, you just gotta twist the thingy a little bit. Now it's fixed. He puts defense in the spray can, obviously. Oh, Mage Davy. Yeah, Mage Davy. That explains why I only have 12 defense. I put the rest in the spray can. Hi, says Oakley the Needle. We stayed overnight, and now it's very windy and daylight. This is what we've been waiting for. Finally, it's coming out. Fart. Excuse me, Tessie is emerging. Clearly, Karma, you have less than 2 IQ. G-Wild? Yeah, but if I eat a rock candy, maybe it will go up. What a cute little monkey. Would you like a piece of gum? Maybe monkeys don't like gum. I like that they address it a little bit there. Like, oh, this monkey is chewing gum. Is that normal? Do they usually do that? If I find Tessie, do you think I'll get in the newspaper? I'm looking for my 15 minutes of fame. Yeah, I think you will. Oh no, this creepy guy who takes pictures of the children is coming. Well, hey, pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory, and everybody in the chat, say Fuzzy Pickles. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. Put a pickle in the chat. Don't accept gum from random monk. Thank you, Jill of Trades. Tessie looks like a main character from MS Paint. That's what I used to make my thumbnail for this series. Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Piccolos. What a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. How does he know what the photograph looks like? Did he develop it already? He's got one of those cameras? This game is from like 1993, isn't it? I heard that the wind is always blowing when Tessie appears. Achoo! I feel like I'm catching a cold. That guy sneezed right on me. You know, he snows right on me without covering his nose. Paint is underrated. Booker plays games? I think you're right. Camera creep IQ is 4. 94, says Stitch Pilot. That's what I would have guessed, actually, if I had to take a real guess. Tessie may unexpectedly be living in the woods. I personally think so. That's why that guy's looking in the trees. Kyaki kyaku. Give me some gum now. Kaki kukeko. I'll take care of everything. Ooh, I gave him some gum. 1 monkey, 1 pack of bubblegum, 1 air bubble hovering over Tessie, and kablooey, Jill of Trades. A gooey kablooey is right. I wonder if this will get a Switch 2 HD 2D remake, like the DQ game, says Luke D. Yeah, we were kind of thinking about that. People are like, this should get a claymation remake. And I guess the reason people keep saying that is because in the, if you ever had this game, if you owned this game back in the day, if you got it in the box was freaking huge so that it could fit a player's guide along with it. That told you so much information. But all of the art of the characters and the enemies and some of the items, even in that player's guide, was all clay figures. It was all claymation. So it would be super cool if this game got a remake in the style of the claymation, just like the player's guide had. Don't obey random monk. They're suspicious. Here's the thing, Nick the Frenchie. If I give him a pack of bubblegum and then he does something that I didn't expect him to do, like how bad could it possibly be? He runs away with my bubblegum? I guess I'm down $1, you know? Not a huge loss. Because not a huge investment, you know? Didn't have it, but I rented that giant box with the guide. I forgot entirely about it, says Luke D. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure... I don't know if there was any of this in the player's guide that came with EarthBound. How did I sneak up on this goat who is looking directly at me? It's because my speed stat is 2. Okay, well... I didn't get any sort of advantage out of it because I missed and my monkey didn't hit him. He rammed me and trampled me for 4 damage. So I was going to say that I think in the back of the player's guide, there were little scratch and sniff stickers because there was an ad campaign for EarthBound about this game stinks. And like you'd see that ad in like gaming magazines where you'd scratch like, it would have a picture of like that mushroom enemy, Shroom, who we will briefly see in a moment. But you scratch and sniff and he smells like moldy mushrooms or something, right? Anyway, I got some offense, some IQ, some HP. That level up. Man, what a bully goat. Yeah, so mean to Bodhi. What's the longest flight you have taken? Stitch Pilot? I went to Paris, France at one point. From New York. That was like 6 hours or something, maybe. Agreed. Claymation EarthBound would be amazing, says David B. And love that Nintendo Power. Always thought that would be amazing. Yeah. Karma, what is happening? I'm only on Tucson. Secret Seal? The game is happening. Monkeys are mischievous. Often. Nick the Frenchie. This dungeon has no entrance fee. Come on in. Welcome to my modest dungeon. Brick Road. This is quite a modest dungeon. Ooh, wait a second. Let's get all of the treasure chests. Why is there a monkey? Secret Seal? We bought him from the drugstore. Dang, I got crit for 16 there. If I don't, like, kill him this turn, I'm in trouble. Gotta get him here. Bubble Monkey! Well, we got a game over, everybody. Which happens in this part of the game often if you don't bother leveling up. Bodhi, it looks like you got your head handed to you. Who's talking to me right now? Is this God? So how about giving it another shot? Yeah, Bodhi decided to return after summoning all the courage and energy he had. Good luck! That's what the game over screen looks like, by the way. Oh, I guess it just puts me back on this side of the lake, as if I had just taken a Tessie ride. I mean, I guess I'll come back to life. Yeah, exactly, Peyton Quinn. So yeah, for some reason, this part of the game is like, hey, any single enemy that you run into can just kill you if the RNG is like a little bit worse than normal. And you can spend some time leveling up, but like, this character's level ups are often really bad, except for this one. Never mind. That one was okay. But like, his defense and HP aren't good, you know? Like, my level 1 HP was 30, and my defense was 12. Those things have gone up slightly, I guess. But I did get critical hit like 3 times in a row by that mouse, who I will fight again. Just grind for the T-Rex bat. Problem solved. Booker plays games? I will not do that this time. That's a standard RPG for you. Yeah, that mouse has a high crit rate. Yeah, he does. He's so rowdy. That's like one of the rowdiest mice I've ever met. I guess I'll eat this bread roll. Was this worth getting? Yes! Yeah, it was a bread roll, everybody. I had to use a bread roll to get it and die once. Let's fight this duck. Done the T-Rex bat challenge once, never again. Booker plays games. It didn't even take me all that long. But like, you know, it was probably maybe 2 or 3 hours of some casual grinding, which I don't feel like doing again on stream, you know? I love those, says Elvis Pressplay. What, bread rolls or Mad Ducks? Mad Duck? Kind of like a wild goose, if you think about it. Bodie's level is now 5. Offense went up by 1. Vitality went up by 1. There we go. That's good. Because that goes... Basically, every time you get a Vitality, it means that your next level up, or your current level up in this case, is going to give you a bunch of HP. So I'm getting at least, yeah, 10 HP there. It's pretty good. Duck is low-key cute. Nick the Frenchie? You going to tell him that he's cute when he's mad? Autumn Sprites, welcome back. I love that characters who follow you in this game, who are like following your main character, will walk in the exact path that you took. So every time the monkey like starts to fall behind, I like to do like a crazy pattern so that he follows that exact crazy pattern to catch up with me. Dee, what's going on? I've never seen that unable to concentrate happen to the others with PSI. Yeah, it's funny. So, like, the last battle with the Mad Duck, he did a move that made Bodhi unable to concentrate, which means he can't use psychic abilities. Which doesn't do anything to Bodhi, because Bodhi doesn't get any PSI in this game. He doesn't have psychic abilities. When that happens to your party members who do have psychic abilities, though, it can be a disadvantage, because, like, oh, suddenly you cannot use PSI in battle, right? I got a broken iron. The thing is, though, there aren't too many enemies that will ruin your concentration, so to speak, and make it so that you cannot use PSI. And then later in the game, a friend joins your party who has like a... I think it's called the Brain Stone, which like just holding that item cancels the effects of unable to concentrate, so it prevents that status effect. So yeah, it just really doesn't happen to your party members who have PSI. Watch for falling materials. Brick Road. Oh yeah, I also just beat FF6 too, says Mage Davey. Dobrodo, welcome. I was playing the same time you were. Hey, awesome. I just saw that like a couple hours ago, my man You Can Beat Video Games posted a video about Final Fantasy VI, so it looks like he's going through that whole game. That guy knows more glitches than I do, and he's doing some crazy ones. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Dude, I hated the picture guy, says Peyton Quinn. Kinda same. Hello, KarmaJolt, says Caleb G. I am hoping to get the Mario and Luigi games for 3DS. My birthday is August 19th. Wait, that's pretty close. That's in like 2 or 3 days. You just hate fuzzy pickles, says Jill of Trades. I wouldn't eat one. Yeah, everyone put a pickle in the chat. I gotta say, though, I do love the attention when someone wants to take my picture. Brady Lewis, how are you? Mad Duck pecked at my eyes. I should have been paying attention to how much HP I have. Let's use this bread roll. He fell down. He's about to get knocked down again. 10 HP from that duck that pecked at my eyes. Yeah, and this duck can also make something spin around, which drains PP from you. But Bodhi ain't got none of that. Yo, 41 experience, though, is pretty nice. Offense, IQ, HP by 2. KarmaJolt, first time catching you live, says FF Mobius 2B. You make cool old school FF game vids. Very entertaining. By the way, thoughts on Heartbound and Pirate Software? FF Mobius, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. And SamKid123. I know nothing about Pirate Software I don't really keep up with, like, internet drama, I guess I would call it. Somebody mentioned something about EarthBound in my chat the other day. Haven't played it, haven't seen it, don't really know what it is. I hear it's like an Undertale kind of clone. Take that, worthless protoplasm. What makes him worthless? He has no monetary value? One time I was walking around and the picture guy showed up in a span of 3 minutes. 3 times in a span of a minute, excuse me. That's too much. Why does he want my picture so bad? That's very creepy, don't you think? I'm having problems. I have 2 kittens playing on me. Mage Davy. It's a good problem to have. Alright, there he only did 1 damage to me. He's not worthwhile. Elvis Presley? Maybe if we just talk to him. Oh, the adjective, says Nintendolorian. Whoa, there's a stun gun in here. That's sort of a kind of gun. Good offense increase there. 8 more points of offense over the pop gun. The mouse's nose keeps changing colors. I don't like it. Sears, so does yours. You just don't, you can't see it. There's a phone here. Who should I call? Someone? Hello, hello, Maxwell Labs here. Oh, hello, Boaty. Would you like me to keep a record of your journey? All right, I have everything written down. Do you want to take a break now? You've become such a hard worker. I've got to get back to work myself. Go for it, bad boy. Click, beep, beep, beep. Way to go. Please come back again. Brick Road. Creepy Camera Guy is prophetic commentary on the technocratic surveillance state. Very profound. G-Wild? Yeah, see, that's why I feel like you should wear masks in public. Don't let him take your picture. Don't let him scan your identity. Maxi Boo. I've beaten this game many times. Maybe it was too easy? My name's Brick Road, the dungeon developer. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie has been a member for 12 months. That's an entire year, even in France. Hey, KarmaJolt, weren't you playing EarthBound or Mother when I joined? Also, next time you're in Paris, let's hang out. I know places. It's been like 15 years, but yo, Nick DeFrenchie, I would for sure hit you up if I was going to France. Yo, everyone put a croissant in the chat for Nick DeFrenchie. My name's Brick Road, the dungeon developer. I've devoted my life to making dungeons. Well, by combining my skills in Dr. Endonuts' intelligence. Endonuts' intelligence. There should be an apostrophe there, I feel like. I can become Dungeon Man, the first combination of human and dungeon in history. I hope this guy meets his goals, light robot. Let's meet again once I have become Dungeon Man. Would you like to get a good night's rest? Yeah, you can just, like, sit on the ground here and heal yourself. Which is weird that you can't do that, like, anywhere else in the game, you know? Take care, come back again. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie, this is for you. Croissant. When eaten, you recover about 60 HP. I know I just recovered my HP, but Nick DeFrenchie has been a member for a year, so I'm eating that croissant. Brick Road is such a crazy minor character. I know, I love him. Honestly, great character. I love Nick, says G Wild. Dobrado, thank you for the croissant. Well, I gotta go. Going to a concert, have a great day. Peyton Quinn, what concert? Okay, don't be late, you go. But tell us about it later. Oh man, so every time I get to this cave, I remember there's a technique that speedrunners are good at and I am not. But there are a lot of enemies in this game that, as you can see, there's no random encounters in this game. You see the encounters in the overworld before you encounter them, right? So like, if I run into these little bugs, I get into a battle. Cyrus Frost. Some enemies will just chase you in this game, but others only move when you move. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello, it's your dad. Do you mean Dr. Endonuts? You've been out there for a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? No. Ah, and this would be? Ah, so this isn't Thump. Oh well, it's okay. Anyway, don't strain yourself on your journey. Good luck, whoever you are. Click beep. I love how Thump's dad will still call you if you've been playing for over 2 hours. Which I technically have because I loaded up a suspend point. Anyway, so, a lot of the enemies, especially the enemies in this cave, will only move when you do, Rob SVO. The thing is, enemies who move when you do will only start to move like 1 frame or so after you've started to move. So if you're really good at tapping the button very quickly and rapidly and lightly, you can kind of scoot your way past these enemies, but I'm not great at it. Yeah, no way I'm getting by that guy. I want to eat a brick of cheese with you in the back of my truck in a Walmart larking. Did you mean parking lot? Larking is a combination of lot plus parking. I would eat a lot of cheese, I'll tell you that. Cripple Rock. They move when you move, just like that. Yeah, they do. And they throw them bows. Have you played Saga 2 for Game Boy? Yo, FF Mobius 2B? Do you mean Final Fantasy Legend 2? Yes, I have. Bodhi's level is now 7. Offense went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Luck went up by 1. Maximum HP went up by 1. That's a lot of ones. I thought it was a combination of lot plus LARPing. First Toby Lopez? It could be. I believe you, says Cripple Rock with the cool 5 Canadian dollars. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put like a rock emoji in the chat, plus like a, I don't know, is there like a broken arm and a cast or something like that? Hey, appreciate you. Let's add 10 to the to-go counter, because we're doing double reps today for shoulder shrugs. And 5 Canadian dollars is almost like 5 US dollars. So why not? Hey, I see those Canadian flags too, and some rocks. Thank you so much. If I go, you don't have to go this way, but if you go up here, there is a cheap bracelet in a treasure chest, in a present. Yeah, so this mushroom is one of those enemies that moves regardless of whether you're moving or not. And I am kind of nervous about this guy because he can just easily confuse me. Oh, or he hits me for 17 damage. Kill him. Ooh, I went first. That guy crit me for 46. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when you have only 1 party member in the party, it's so easy to die. I have a boiled egg. This is my only food left, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have eaten that croissant. I got a cheap bracelet, though. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, so the boiled egg only gives you 40-ish HP. I thought it gave 80. I am thinking of the fresh egg. But yeah, this cheap bracelet gives me 5 defense, which, like, is great while I only have 1 party member, you know? But also, I'm almost at the end of the cave anyway, so it's not gonna matter that much. George L. and Nintendo Fan Club, welcome. Whoa, a bottle rocket! I didn't know that was in here. Bodhi takes it, and there's like crystals on the ground. Oh, the present was empty. What? There's a rope up there. How do I get it? I will never have any idea how to figure it out. Might as well chew some gum while I think about it. Wait, help. Pack of bubblegum. It says pack, P-A-K, because that's what Nintendo used to call their game packs. They would spell it like that. I could probably show you if I just go grab like an NES or Super Nintendo game. This is the Balloon Monkey's favorite. It will not help you recover, but you'll never run out because it's a super jumbo pack. What happens if I use that in battle? Does it do anything? Paolo Arai? Gum is right. Yeah, Saga 2 is also FF Legend 2. It is included in the Collection of Saga on Switch. Yeah, I streamed all the way through that game on Collection of Saga, as a matter of fact. Did Saga 2 have an English version? I played it in Japanese, and I don't know or understand it, but was able to finish it somehow. Whoa, that's insane, FF Mobius 2B. Because even in English, that game is hard to figure out. You got a pack of cigarettes? Toby Lopez? No. I quit years ago when I was born.
Boop.
Whoa, Nintendo Fan Club. Please do not say people's full names in the chat. Thank you. Sorry, I delete my comment. Alright, thank you, thank you. Now my fans will stalk me. Oh, that would be horrible, wouldn't it, Nick DeFrenchie? I apologize. Good. I appreciate the accountability. Oh, look, I shot that mushroom. The enemy left a present. Oh, there's a cookie inside. Unfortunately, I have to abandon this cookie. Bodhi's level is now 8. Offense by 1. Defense went up by 3. That's great. Vitality by 1. IQ by 1. Luck by 1. HP by 12. Great increase there, frogs. Whoa, there's a My Sanctuary battle. Should I do it, everybody? I'm only going to join the stream until you find a hamburger in a garbage can. If you find one quickly, that's bad for viewer retention. I found one in a present earlier, but then I think I already ate it. Only Thump can absorb the power of this place, and only Link can defeat Ganon. You can't! That's right, Stitch Pilot. Wait, your name isn't Nick the Frenchie? I feel lied to. Sears? It is. That's his legal name. Another cookie. Yeah, so I guess maybe drop rates for, like, the food items around here are increased. I don't think you ever need the protractor. Let's get rid of it. I should have done that earlier, Raven Darkthorn. Have you figured out how to recover PP? The thing is, this guy doesn't need it, because he's got the power of guns. Nintendo Fan Club with a cool euro. Hey, everyone spam the NFC in the chat. Thank you so much. We got 12 reps to go, everybody. By Ximp, I see you. Just saw the pizza short. Been a hot minute, Karma. How's your week going? Is this your first time playing this on stream? No, Philly Steps. I think this is the game that I've played the most on stream, I would say. I think I've beaten this at least 3 times for the internet already. But, you know, it'll happen more and more because I love this game. By Ximp, doing great. Yeah, I was just talking about how yesterday was me and Genevieve B's 1-year anniversary. Isn't that crazy? Ki Uki Cookie. Now, she's my type. A monkey with a bow. Ki Kukyo Uke. I think I'll ask her for a date. Excuse me, ma'am? Miss? Excuse me. Madam? Excuse me? Or are they already going on the date? She's like, yes, I know a place. Let's go up this way. Up on the cliff. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Looks like we got 30 likes. That's pretty good. Thank you so much for clicking that like button. Yeah, there are like cave people around here who you can get into a battle with. NFC, did you donate another cool euro? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, everyone put more NFCs in the chat. Hey, appreciate you. We got 14 to go. NFC, NFC. Dang, this is some spooky music down here. And a weird-looking carpet that lights up. What is this? For some reason, something that looks like a very large iron eraser is in the way. Yeah, well, not gonna knock on the door then, I guess. Wanted to go out with friends today, but I have a flu. NFC, that is awful timing, and I hate that for you. But I'm glad you're here. You kids don't look very bright. Let me explain. Bro, there's one of me. These stones are making a pattern. It's called Stonehenge. UFOs often visit here. You must have seen it on TV or read about it in the tabloids. Yes, that Stonehenge. As NFC donates another cool euro? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We got 16 shoulder shrugs to do, everybody. Everyone spam more NFC in the chat. Yo, FF Mobius, yeah, I remember the music box part of Saga 2, that is Final Fantasy Legend 2 on the Game Boy, is what it was called in America. Hey, Kid Ray, I see you too. You kids don't look very bright. Are there multiple of you? I actually am blind and cannot see. Why does that guy say, you kids don't look very bright, when there's only Kid? Kevin11, great name. Been seeing a lot of your shorts suggested, showing cool Easter eggs. Yeah, I'm the guy that does that. Oh my gosh, thanks for being here. Do not eat chicken soup loaded with salt. Larry Smith? That sounds good, though. No, he's correct. There's always more than one person the character is speaking to. Jeff and you. Philly Steps? He thinks I don't look too bright. Well, I'll do some shoulder shrugs and that'll show him. Mr. Brickroad. Mr. Brickroad, the dungeon maker, referred you, right? And not only that, what? Who? My son! Oh, I can't believe it. You're Boaty, my son. It's been maybe 10 years since I last saw you. I'm so glad. You're such a healthy boy. Those glasses look good on you. How about a donut? Yeah, let's have a donut. Well, I was only offering. I'd also like a donut right about now. Have you already checked out Stonehenge? Let's get this guy some donuts. Can you get donuts in this game? I have. Well, at least I asked. Okay. By the way, why are you here? Oh, I see. That girl named Tuba must have sensed I was here. Okay, I'll try to help you out. I'm trying to make a phase distorter that can connect 2 points in space and time. It's still incomplete. Oh, does he mean like a time machine? I named you after my boat, says Elvis Pressplay. It's still incomplete. Not even really my boat. I just named you after a boat. Someone's boat. Love that this guy just has the sleep machine from Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Booker plays. I always thought those two inventions were very similar. I'll let you use another invention I call the Skywalker Runner. It's not a Star Wars thing. It's a little bit old, but it'll certainly help. When you board, always listen for the messages that come from your destination. You'll get there for sure if you listen to the message. The round machine over there is the Sky Runner. What do you think? Isn't it neat? Get in. Oh man, it's the other way around. Booker plays games. Says. Oh, you mean because Chrono Trigger came out after this game and therefore they may have taken inspiration from EarthBound? As NFC donates another cool euro? Hey, everyone spam the NFC again in the chat. Thanks so much for the cool euros. Is Leo Velli here? I wish NFC. I miss that guy. NFC is on fire. That's right, Nick DeFrenchie. In a good way. One thing I've always liked about EarthBound is the constant personal fourth wall breaking, says Philly Steps, where the player is seemingly an ever-present force where some people you meet are actually aware you are there. Uh-huh. And then often when there are NPCs in the game who explain, like, certain controls to you, and they're like, imagine something called an X button, and then imagine pressing that X button, you know? Get in. Let's get together again in 10 years or so. But yeah, this is the thing. So remember the Enertron from Chrono Trigger that you get in it and it heals your HP and MP, but you're still hungry? This thing is similar. Instant revitalizing device. In only a few seconds, this machine fully revitalizes you. Just like a good night's sleep. Dang, that's so good. I'd rather sleep, though. Let's go upstairs. There's something in here that I want. Let's eat this cookie. Bodhi, open the present. There's a broken pipe inside. Bodhi takes it. The ending to this game blew my mind, man, says G Wild. Yeah? I remember getting stuck here when I was younger. Because, like, I couldn't figure out how to get in the Skyrunner, right? And the deal is, you just gotta talk to this guy before you go into the Skyrunner for some reason. But you can't talk to him, then go upstairs, then come back down, then get into the Skyrunner. That doesn't work. But the first time I played this game, it took me like a good 20 minutes to be like, what do I do? What happened? It's not moving? Hey, why don't you try pressing the button on the controller? Does he mean me? Oh my gosh, he did. Most annoying part of EarthBound is either the Starman's base, Winters with Jeff only, or Dungeon Man. Those are parts that I love, except for one of them. I spent all my savings just so I can get that #1 donator thing next to my name and be a cool kid. Yo, NFC, you did it, and I appreciate you and love you. Yeah, Skyrunner music? Heavy on the percussion, Stitch Pilot. But it's a cool tune. Her full name is literally Lardna Minch. Yeah, Pokey's mom? Frogs, is there a joke there? I think Megaharv would appreciate that name. Yeah, so we just passed by a town that we haven't seen before, and now we're going over some sort of desert, and there's a dead animal. I hope you succeed in life. Yo, NFC, you too. Appreciate you. I feel loved today. Nick DeFrenchie? Yeah, it's because I ate a croissant. Seen the Mother Encore remake of EarthBound Beginnings? Dagger. No, what's that? I played EarthBound 0 a long time ago before it was called EarthBound Beginnings. But like back when somebody was like, "Yo, we found the ROM and we're gonna dump it on the internet." I was like, "Cool, I'll play that illegally." That's his mom's canon name. Yeah, Lardna. It's that, but remade really well. So, like, what kind of changes? Dialogue is clearer? Quality of life improvements? My contact lenses. Elvis Pressplay? I'll try to find them in the desert. Anyway, we're hovering over 3. These people are like, oh my god, what now? Our town has been occupied by zombies for like a year, and now there's a UFO. Cool shades for a really cool guy, says Deadshot Zaki. Hey, appreciate you. Okay. I thought we were gonna land gently, but it turns out, yeah, that was fine.
Man, oh man, did that ever scare me. The Skyrunner. I guess it took a little damage while landing. Oh well. You don't have to explain a thing. I'm Bodhi. I came because you called me. I'm not very strong, really nearsighted, kind of shy, and I tend to be a little reckless. This is just the way I am.
Reckless? He just had a wreck. He's got at least one wreck. You can't be reckless if you have a wreck. More like wreck full.
I hope you want me to be your friend, okay?
If you say no, he insists.
All right, let's get back to the journey then.
Which, I know about. Because you told me telepathically. Dead is right, G Wild. As childishly evil as Porky is, he loves his mother. He sends money from Monotoli back to his parents, and then in Mother 3, when his mom is gone, he builds robot replicas of her. Philly Steps? I kind of forgot about that. I also brought explosives and a gun. That's right, Elvis Pressplay. Boaty joined you. It's impossible to fix for the time being. The door is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked. I did not mean to check on it multiple times. Yo, Nick DeFrenchie with the cool €5. It's funny how nobody loses their ish because of the UFO. These people are the most chill people in the world. Also, I love you all. Hey, Nick DeFrenchie, we love you too. Watch this. Everyone put croissant in the chat for Nick DeFrenchie. Because of the cool €5. Let's add 10 to the to-go counter. We got 28 shoulder shrugs to go. Anyway, the door is locked, but you know what? We could probably use this bad key machine, or I don't know, a big bottle rocket, a bat, a chicken might help us here. Let's use the for sale sign and see what happens. Tuba, use the for sale sign. A customer is heading this way? No freaking way, dude. Pajuvasara. Is that how I pronounce your name? Welcome. Oh yeah, I also have a gun, Rimuru and Aladdin WWE. Okay, so my character stuttered for a second there while I was walking. I wanted to say maybe that was the customer that was supposed to show up. Wait, someone is already heading this way. Wait for them to get here first. I don't think that's a thing that can happen, Grifter. I just used a for sale sign here, and it seems like while I'm walking around, my character will, like, stop for a second as if the game is trying to process the character making his way over here. But it doesn't seem to be working. But, you know, welcome. Yeah, okay, it did it again. The door is locked. But yeah, let's use this bad key machine. The door opened. Hey, Karma, do you think that door is locked? No, I just opened it. Here, look, I'll show you. Super open. Hello, gasp, pant. I saw your sign, gasp, pant, and thought I should stop by and buy something. I tried to find it, but no such luck. I think you should give this up and go home. If you took your business more seriously, you would be more considerate of your customers. Click beep. How does he know my number? Secondly, if he saw my sign, how does he not know where I am? Or maybe he saw the for sale sign and was like, okay, cool, how do I get there? There seem to be a lot of barriers in the way. I have to go through this graveyard and there might be a cliff I can't get past. So yeah, I guess that's the phone call you receive when you put out the for sale sign to try to sell an item, but you're in an area that's inaccessible to NPCs. Let's freeze this handsome Tom and shoot the smiling Sam. Oh, he healed his friend. That's cute. Oh, I'm getting brain shook, everybody. Did not work on the teddy bear. Muppet mower. That ghost and ghoul were getting it on. Yeah, you mean like they were fighting? They should just get along. Let's freeze the smiling Sam. Do you use AI? Like never, Nintendo Fan Club. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting on my soapbox here about it, but I feel like so often AI is just like morally reprehensible, you know? I know it has its uses, but too many people use it in ways that like steal from other creators, you know? Oh baby, offense went up by 4. This is Thump, right? Defense went up by 2. Guts went up by 4. IQ went up by 2. Luck went up by 1. Maximum HP went up by 2. PP went up by 6. Thump realized the power of Life Up Beta. Bodhi's level is now 9. Offense, speed, guts, IQ, maximum HP. Not so bad. Love you, KJ, but I gotta go for now, says M. Alexander. You're more entertaining than the coding I'm trying to do, and I'm too distracted to work. Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. Who's the puppet now, KarmaJolt? Nobody. I killed them. Hero RG, welcome. Let's... Whoa, that guy ran into the tent, and so did that guy. Let's make some shady deals with this character. Shh, don't talk too loud. What do you want? I'm gonna sell him something. What are you gonna pawn off on me? I'm gonna sell him this defense spray. 250 bucks, huh? Alright, I'll take that. But I think you can buy a gun from this guy, right? Yeah, toy air gun. You can buy bombs as well? Who's gonna lug this around? Bodhi. Offense went from 34 to 42. I'll sell the stun gun, too. Let's buy a bomb. Scammed that guy. Will there be anything else? Yeah, as a matter of fact, there will be 28 shoulder shrugs because of all the cool donations from all the cool people. Excuse me. I almost said day notions. Gotta grab my weights. Alright, everybody, let's do some shoulder shrugs. We got 28 to go. I'm gonna tilt the camera up a little bit and expose my shoulders. Nice, easy workout here. Ready? Okay, arms at your side, back straight, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're doing great. 7. I gotta sneeze. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I gotta focus on slow up, slow down. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I think what I should be doing more is slow up, then hold at the top, then slow down. Like that. Okay, we technically did 30, but hey, we did 28. That's part of 30. You seem like a fit person. Yo, Nintendo fan club? Physically, I'll say that. At least I'm not in poor shape. Wait a second. Nick DeFrenchie with a cool $5 saying, I used to think AI is evil, but they can be useful. I'm writing a scenario and I have a lot of documents. AI helped me compile them and find inconsistency. No, yeah, for sure. There are good ways to use AI, but what I didn't realize this until kind of recently, Nick DeFrenchie, but apparently like the power, like the energy required to run these like AI computers and systems is like draining our oceans. Like it requires a lot of water for cooling, and it's just an exorbitant amount of energy. That said, there are also a lot of AI programs that like to teach the AI engine how to write. It just uses other people's work without permission, and that's kind of weird, don't you think? Is this version before or after the censorship they did? Totally tubular. I actually don't know. What kind of censorship? This is the SNES Classic version, so I have to imagine if something needed to be censored, it was censored in this version. Yes, Jill of Trace. That said, there are AI programs that detect diseases early, like they can detect cancer early, and that's cool. I'm so scared of the zombies, I spend all my time running from them. Guy's probably fit. Guy's probably in shape, Mimikyu fan. This rat only appears before you save everyone from the zombies. Wait, what are you talking about? Is there a rat that I missed? I'm new here, says Nintendo Fan Club. Let's go into the circus tent. There are people in the tent. People used to call me evil, but these zombies are much more scary. I left my wife and kids at home to escape to this tent. That's how scary the zombies are. I do have a chicken in my inventory, which is what's making that sound, and I kind of want to just hold on to it until the end of the game. Frankly, I'm running scared. I don't mean that I actually run around. I mean, I'm frightened. Conditions in the town are getting worse. Yeah, Booker plays games. Should I mess around with a tent glitch again? Why don't we get all the zombies in this tent, then set it on fire? We may all get munched before we have a chance to do anything. How can we defeat zombies? Oh, I don't know. So this weird object was flying around and crashed into the graveyard, you see? It looked like it was straight out of a Sunday morning cartoon. Wow, did you come here in that flying contraption? One of us did. They took out the Red Cross sign. For the hospitals, you mean? What's the tent glitch? Asks Deadshot Zaki. For some reason, if you wedge yourself into this corner here and hit the L button to check, instead of saying the normal no problem here, well, I might not be getting it. If you're in the right spot and you check the corner here, you'll know you're in the right spot if instead of the dialogue box popping up immediately, it like takes a second. It's not happening now. I wonder why. But like sometimes if you just spam the L button here, weird stuff happens. And I showed off a little bit of that in a previous stream, but it doesn't seem to be happening now. Let's get out of here. I think I can show you after the zombies get trapped in the tent. But first, I have to fight a tent. Do I not? Am I fully healed here? Because this battle is kind of hard. Ooh, this guy tells you something spooky, doesn't he? I'm only telling you this because you look like you're just passing through. The truth is, I work for the monsters. The humans seem to be losing, so I'm on the zombies' side for my own protection. The zombies' leader likes fly honey. He makes his followers collect it. You know, bees make bee honey and flies make fly honey. The zombie leader is strong because he always eats peanut butter and fly honey sandwiches. I would try that, I think. I got lots of fly honey stored in the tent to the south. I'll deliver it to the zombie leader soon. That guy's a traitor. Oh, woo! That's Lexi Wolf. What's in this tent here? Oh, it's an evil tent with an evil face that says Georg. Okay, Jarber, just an evil tent with an evil face. Boogie tents. It's time to get down. Oh my gosh, wait, I have multiple bombs here. Should I try PSI squats? No, let's flash him and see what happens here. This guy is weak to fire, which isn't that great because, like, fire doesn't do a ton of damage anyway. Oh, and I totally forgot that I did not mention that Bodhi has an ability called Spy, which I will use on the Boogie tent. Okay, he's, like, debuffing me with that, I think. But yeah, if you... Oh, he debuffed my teddy bear, too. So if you spy on an enemy, it tells you the stats. 43 offense, 69 defense, vulnerable to fire, meaning he takes extra damage from fire, and that's cool. But, like, it still doesn't do a ton of damage when you use fire on an enemy. So let's throw a bomb at him and see if that does anything good here. Like, 89 is fine, I guess. Thump, Tuba, and Bodhi cannot stop crying. It did not work on the teddy bear. Does he have bottle rockets? Who, the tent? Jarber, probably not. Oh, also, I never explained that Tuba can pray in battle. Let's try that for no reason. I'm gonna use a regular bottle rocket here. I don't know if crying affects my miss rate with this. Okay. My teddy bear. He killed him. 112 damage from the bottle rocket is pretty good. Big bottle rocket probably would one-shot this guy because that thing does like 700 damage, but let's defend. Prey, also known as gambling. That's right. Booker plays games. Yeah, so the pray command can do, I don't know, one of like 8 different effects. Sometimes it confuses your whole party. Sometimes it heals you fully. Sometimes it, like, gives you a shield or something? I don't actually know. Tuba used Magnet. Learned Magnet. Bodhi's level is now 10. IQ, HP. Bodhi got 2 level ups there. Make it triple. Offense went up by 3. Okay, those are some good stats there. 23 HP. Wait, he got 4 level ups. And one of them was good. Mac Joseph. Smell that page on Nintendo Power. It stinks. Yeah, we were just talking about the old ad campaign for EarthBound. Thump. Dug around in the trash can. Well, let's see here. There's a jar of fly honey inside. Shoutouts to all my fly honeys. His dialogue doesn't change. Using Tuba's prayer ability during experience farming, you might be able to get the rainbow. Which doubles experience? Is that what you're saying, Marcus Felix? I didn't know that. I feel like this boss would easily be defeated by a can of hairspray and a lighter. Deadshot Zaki, that's how you defeat a big boss. In Metal Gear 2. Hey, I got an idea. Let's save the game, because I keep forgetting to ask this at the beginning of the streams. Wait, first let's get some equipment here. Because this guy can get a hard hat and a copper bracelet. Let's withdraw like $1,000 here. 700 should be fine. 701. Nick Curry, what's going on? Do you think someone saw that This Stinks ad and thought it was a bad game? Yes! I have to imagine. That's what some little kid must have thought. Okay, so let's give Bodhi a hard hat here, which is a 5 defense increase from the Holmes hat. And then I'm going to immediately get him a copper bracelet here to replace the cheap bracelet, which, like, again, we didn't have to get. But, you know, you get $50 from that cheap bracelet, so why not? Let's save the game by calling Dad. Hate the item space issues in this game. Lame. Yeah, Mac Joseph. Inventory management, never fun. Or, I don't know, maybe sometimes it's fun. But it's way worse in other games, I'll tell you that. Brain Ripper, welcome. Alright, I'm gonna end here and reset, but we'll keep streaming. The reason I'm doing that, though, is so I can load up the save file and change the window color. I want everybody to vote on what flavor the window color should be. So let's do setup again. Fast speed, stereo sound. And should I pick mint? I'm sorry, should I go with plain, mint, strawberry, banana, or peanut? Everybody pick. Hot dog, says Sears. Vote for peanut. 2 votes for peanut and a mint. Wheelie Hassan. Butt, he says. Alright, we'll go with butt flavor. Nut, he says. Mint, banana. Plain for me, thanks, says Grifter. Mint, peanut, peanut. Looks like we're getting more votes for peanut than anything else. Let's go with peanut, then. Banana, says Elvis Pressplay and Nick the Frenchie. Do you know who Dale Earnhardt is? Dale Fan 3 who hates Jeff Gordon? No, but I know who Dale Earnhardt Jr. is. Yeah, I know Dale. Rip to the legend. Fatih C. Terrible confession, I've never played this game. Fatih, that just means that you can play it for the first time still, and that will be pretty cool. But hey, welcome. You never played EarthBound? It's a great game. You know, it's not for everybody. I've known people who are like, yeah, you know, my friends recommended it to me and I didn't like it. And like, yeah, okay, I can see why somebody might not like this game. So now I think what I do is come into this tent, maybe talk to somebody, then leave. Shoutouts to hating Jeff Gordon, says Daniel R. Alright, and now we get a phone call. Hello, this is Apple Kid. I just wanted to let you know that I finished a pretty unique invention. I'm not sure if it will help you or not. It's called zombie paper, and it can be used to trap zombies. It works kind of like fly paper. All you need to do is place the paper on the floor of a tent or something. You've seen at least one tent around, right? Then the zombies get stuck to the paper. When they move around inside the tent, you can catch a lot of zombies this way. In fact, I bet you could get rid of all the zombies that are terrorizing the area with this paper. Anyway, I just asked the mock pizza delivery man to deliver the zombie paper to you, Thump. You should get it pretty soon. I've never actually seen a zombie, but if there really are any, the zombie paper would be very useful. I'll be calling you if I come up with anything else. Click beep. That was weird. Highly coincidental, bub. That's right, Jarber. While delivering pizza, this weird guy asked me to help him out. He wanted me to deliver this to someone named Thump, who is wandering around 3. No one else knows about this, right? Let's just pretend that you're Thump, and I'll give this to you. Oh, hello, Thump. Just go along with me on this one, okay? I made the decision that you're Thump no matter what. Tuba got the zombie paper. That's right, Thump. Wink, wink. I've done my duty and given you Apple Kid's thingamajig. Well, goodbye. I love that Apple Kid calls you being like, I invented something that theoretically, if zombies exist, this will catch them. And like, I don't know if this is useful to you because we haven't spoken in a while. But like, let's say you're in a town that is infested with zombies. You can put the zombie paper down on the floor of like a, I don't know, a tent. Maybe there's a tent nearby. And then the zombies, if those exist and are, you know, a problem for you, will get stuck on the zombie paper. Not sure if that's helpful to you in your particular situation because, again, we haven't spoken in a while and I don't know what you're up to. But, like, just in case you need help with, you know, capturing zombies, maybe this will work. I gave it to the mock pizza guy, and then the mock pizza guy is like, yeah, Apple Kid wanted me to give this to someone named Thump, and I don't know who that is, but you can have this. Let's pretend you're Thump. Amazing coincidences there. Apple Kid canonically is working with the Starmen and tries to secretly help Ness. Philly Steps, what? Zombie paper, Apple Kid's invention. Lay this out in the tent, and the next day, a lot of zombies may be stuck to it. That's cool. Well, let's just kind of use this here. I'm gonna place the zombie paper on the floor. We just spread it out on the entire tent. You can do whatever you want. Just save my life. Just imagine, when we wake up tomorrow morning, ugh, shiver, it'll be really gross. Hey, stupid zombies, come out, wherever you are. The suspense is killing me. Zombie paper is a stupid product name. Here, zombie, 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 I have a nice bone for you. She does. David Bowie was a star, man. That's right, Elvis Presley. So is the invincibility star in Mario Bros. Hey, 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 stupid zombies, come on over. It's a Christina Aguilera song, I think. Okay, let me try focusing on Karma's soothing voice now, you weirdos. Yeah, just focus on the voice. 3 Sunset Hotel, $60 per night for a single room. Literally only played this game for the first time earlier this year. IMO, this may be the best game on the SNES, says Daniel R. Hey, hell yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Welcomes to the 3 Sunset Hotel. A one-night stay will cost you $180. I thought they said $60 for a room. I guess it's $60 per person. Would you like to stay? Yeah, have a nice stay. That's expensive. Have you played Mother 3? Yo, Curry! greatest three-point shooter of all time. I love that game. It's been forever since I played it. Yeah, Booker plays games. They should clarify that on their advertising. A little Zom dog is going towards the tent. I feel bad for the zombie dog. Man, this room has everything. A window? Why does it look way sunnier through this window than it actually is outside? But we got a lamp and like a desk or something? I love Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana too, but this game hit so good. So, sir, you're working hard even though you're young. The guest newspapers that were delivered to the hotel today are different than normal. The paper's called the Zombie Herald. I'm scared, but let me tell you what's in it. Boogie Tent Falls, young human to blame. That's us! I think it means young humans. Maybe they don't know the plural of human as humans. JJJ, what's going on? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, and right now you can't save $50 per person. Jarber, like, I've seen that in memes. What is that? Excuse me. Be careful while walking around outside, especially near the graveyard. That's true. My chicken just chirped there, like, Pup. A few days ago, the zombies got some kids at this hotel. The boy had a red cap. Hey, it was you! Just an old ad, literally nothing to it. Okay, that's what I thought. Ever tried Revelations Persona for PSX? No, I have not. Let's go see if any zombies got stuck. Yuck, we caught a lot of zombies. Ugh, shiver, it's really gross. You might not understand my saying this, but poor zombies.
I was able to arrest many zombies because of your help. Arrest sounds strange, doesn't it?
We did it! Did you look in the tent? Yaha! We taught those stupid zombies a lesson. Eye's not doing great today. Having a hard time reading. Time for a glasses switch to something very similar.
If I try to get away, my body will just fall apart. It's because I'm a zombie.
There's no response. No problem here, though. Could you help me? Maybe not. There's no response. Looks dead. I mean, but they already are, because they're zombies. Gasp, gasp. I don't care if I pass away. Ha! I'm already dead. You humans are such cowards. You're the enemy of all zombies, you monster. There's no response. Zombie paper really works. So I hope someone comes up with pretty girl paper. Oops, that wasn't a nice thing to say. Alright, he caught himself. But yeah, that's weird. That one kid. Do the tent glitch to end fast. I wonder if they could still get me. I don't care what happens to anyone else. I just want to save my own skin. There's no response. I blame you after my death. I'll blame you for the rest of my life. Okay, let's see if the tent glitch works now. We got it to work earlier, but I'm just gonna save the game real quick over this file where I was doing it before. Huh. There might be something about, like, you have to get your subpixel value. Never mind. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, if you wedge yourself real good into this corner and hit the L button, it'll often, James Hendricks, tell you, no problem here, just like normal, except you can tell that the text box is like a little bit delayed. Like normally, the no problem here response is quite fast. But if you wedge yourself into this corner and you hit L, and it takes the game a moment to tell you no problem here, that's how you know you're in the right spot and it's working. So I'm gonna mash the L button here to continuously check this corner. It may also work if you just do it from the menu, but I'm using the L button because that's faster. But every now and then some crazy stuff like this happens, where the game does like an obnoxiously loud sound effect. Let me just lower the volume there for a second. And the screen becomes green, and one of my party members got decapitated. And I am now stuck and I have to reset my Super SNES Classic console. Let's put the volume back up to a nice level here. But often what'll happen is, like, there will just be, like, a weird text dump, you know? Am I not in the right spot? Doesn't seem to be happening anymore. What in the buggy game bugs, says Glacy the Glaceon. No problem here, says Scott R. Keeps checking until he finds the problem. Exactly. And now for some reason it's not giving me that delay between the L button and the no problem here message. So yeah, maybe it does rely on like a subpixel value. Yeah, okay, so I just walked around, got myself stuck in the corner again. And now when I hit the L button, there's a significant delay between hitting the button and the text appearing. That other sound that you hear is the chicken in my inventory. That's totally normal. But hey, this isn't. Kind of weird that, like, when you see this font dump on the screen here, it's not like the normal EarthBound font. Except for maybe that LZ8 in the lower corner. And these H's. Has anyone figured out why this even happens? Philly Steps, I think it has something to do with the fact that every area in EarthBound is all on one giant map. And right now I'm like checking the very lower right corner of the map in EarthBound, which is essentially the entire world. But here are some P's. Other than that, I really don't know what else to tell you. I wonder if there's anything I can do on the second controller here. But I'm mashing all sorts of buttons here to get through this text. I don't know how long this lasts. I might be soft-locked. For no reason, I'm going to plug in the second controller and see if doing any inputs on the second controller does anything. Okay, I can get through the dialogue with the second controller. You can play this game with the second controller. It happens because all the maps for the game are all present at once, and the tent is at the edge of this big map. So if you just check here, there's nothing to check, and it just feeds you garbage. Oh, it crashed again. That's fun. P, 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 P. Yeah, everyone put a P in the chat. Frogs, let's try one more time. I want to say there's a way to get the debug menu to appear here. But there's like a very specific set of inputs you gotta do. There's some cues. A queue of cues here. I think this one is harmless. So at the end of this glitch, it just goes back to normal. Q, left-handed P. That's right, Bup. Toolton John, welcome. Thank you for the P's. Yeah, the P's were... Earlier it was P's, now it's Q's. Trace Ventura. I have the cartridge of this game. It's probably the most expensive game I own. I used to have this, yeah. But yeah, it sells for a high price, even if you don't have the box or the manual. Well, we got the cues again. I had this game. It was stolen out of my house. Well, my ex's house. Dang. Frogs? That's a bad one to lose. How long you plan on streaming today, Mr. Jolt? Alright, that's enough of that. I don't know. I didn't make any plans, Philly Steps. Are you trying to find funny bugs? Trace Ventura. I'm sure there's a lot more that you can do with that. And by I'm sure, I mean I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with it later. Let's freeze the smiling Sam and then also shoot him with my air gun. Defense down. Did not work on the teddy bear. Oh yeah, I have another teddy bear, I realized. Genevieve B, I was just thinking about you. Saf, welcome. Everyone spam a 1 in the chat because yesterday was me and Genevieve B's 1-year anniversary. Thank you in advance. Thank you, Saf and Jarber. And Glacy the Glaceon. Man, I could really go for some stew about now. Yo, this guy left a tin of cocoa for me. Happy first anniversary, brother man. Yo, Grifter, appreciate you. Jolt Cola was randomly brought back a few years ago. KarmaJolt should buy some cans and stickers and make KarmaJolt Cola. I should definitely do that. Font dump. I see you, Jarber. I'm just gonna hold on to that chicken for the entirety of the game. That trash can wasn't a real trash can. Let's do flash and fire. Let's do a flash fire. And then maybe shoot them with something. Do I have anything interesting I can use here? I have an insecticide spray, which will be handy kinda soon. Let's shoot the zombie possessor A. Ooh. Okay, Flash worked on all of them to get them to start crying, at least. I'm gonna have Bodhi defend here so he doesn't die. 41 damage to the teddy bear. Oh, fire did like nothing to those ghosts, which is weird, in my opinion. Alright, let's use PSI squats here, and then I'll, I guess, freeze the ghosts, and then shoot them also. $185. Okay, yeah, I should be using freeze on those ghosts. Gotta go. See you later. Yeah, Genevieve B, I'll see you when you get home. No, my teddy bear died, and it became a pile of fluff. Let's have Thump hit the guy in the back, freeze the ghost in the front, and then shoot the guy in the back. Good dodge, Tuba. Disco Donkey, I was just talking about starmen.net. Yeah, I've been to that site a couple times. Oh, thunder actually hit him. Sometimes it's useful, I guess, Rogue Effect. And yeah, right now, Tuba and Bodhi are still, like, a little bit under-leveled, at least. Or at least they're still at a point where, like, most battles I can expect a level up. Yeah, 326 for the next level up on Bodhi there. Let's stay at the hotel. I still have plenty of money. I'm a child. All right. That tune, When You Wake Up, I think was inspired by a Beatles song where they say, good morning, or something like that. A lot of Beatles references in this game. Very few Beatles, though. Well, there's actually one or two. Ooh. A trash can and some flies. Let's fight this guy in the back here, and then have Bodhi use the insecticide spray. Which, like, I could save for another battle, but, like, I don't know. Let's just use it now. 93. It didn't kill the no-good flies, huh? Let's fire them here, because bug-type weak to fire. Hello, Karma. I've never played this game. What would you compare this to? says Nightwish. Damn. Undertale. Yo, Dylan says EarthBound. That's correct. Welcome. You a fan? Bodhi's level is now 15. Offense, defense, IQ went up by 1, and so did HP. If you can glitch sprites to load in the incorrect places, I would think Ace could be possible. Rogue effect? You're my favorite Ace. My favorite Ace in the hole. Thanks for being an Ace hole. Hey, look, an insecticide spray. Oh, that's crazy. I just used one of those. But yeah, now that all the zombies are dead, the zombies that were guarding this are dead, and they're not here anymore, and I can go down this very normal and not creepy ladder that brings me to an area of the game that has purple floors surrounded by like a glowing green highlight. Oh my gosh, multiple zombie dogs and zombie people. Zom people. Let's freeze this dog. I want to say the dog is resistant to freeze. 46 damage. Nope, he's weak to it. Ecto Cooler. I'm bi, though, says Rogue Effect. Oh, you leaving? All right, thanks for showing up. Ecto Cooler. Damn near killed her. I should, like, heal Boti here. And then open... I was trying to open this casket. If Molly M were here, she'd be like, actually, that's a coffin? And she'd be right. Ouch. Yeah, these enemies do a ton of damage. 69 HP to the urban zombie? Alright. He returned to the dust of the earth. Yeah, get back in the dust, you idiot. Get dusted. Everyone put a dust emoji in the chat, if that exists. Is that the fabled PK Freeze? No, slightly different, Nightwish. Maybe it's the same spell, but PK Freeze is from Mother 3. And in this one, they call it PSI Freeze. Yeah, it's the same thing. PK Freeze, that's what Lucas uses. Very different from PSI Freeze. Yeah, I don't know. In this game, they say PSI rather than PK. Mirror Orb. Is that a feather? Thank you. Yeah, so I want to say the difference between a coffin and a casket is that a coffin is tapered in shape like this one is, but a casket is just basically rectangular. Ta-da! There's a skip sandwich DX inside. Okay. Coffin. Give those zombies some meds. I'll give them a taste of their own medicine, as a matter of fact, Disco Donkey. Taper. Yes, Rogue Effect. It's like taper to the wall. Well, I wouldn't thumbtack her. Something about the lids, too. Yeah, something, Sears. We won the battle, everyone. But now we have to go down these stairs. And as we all know, stairs are the greatest challenge of the game. PK equals psychokinetic, for those who don't know. Frogs? I didn't know. Taper. Shouldn't film people without their consent. Philly Steph says right. But nobody uses tape these days. It's all digital. Bodhi, shoot him. Ah. I'm concerned you're not grinding enough to save your audience, but it's gonna hurt later. What do you mean, Grifter? Thump open the casket. Ta-da! There's a silver bracelet inside. Who took that? Yeah, I guess Bodhi can have it. .41 defense there. I agree with Glyph, actually. I told you that a few days ago. You need to grind so the end of the game isn't impossible. Frogs, I don't think I've ever had to grind in this game, but also we're going to do that at some point when we're searching for the Sword of Kings. Like, it's boring to watch grinding, but this game is going to hit you with a wall soon if you don't. Grifter, I played this game 1,000,000 times. I don't know if I need any backseat gaming. Whoops. That said, I just got snuck up on. For some reason, I thought I had invulnerability there. Oh, he's laughing at me. Good. I've been trying to make people laugh. That's what I want to do with my life, you know? You got your plan, bro. I wouldn't call it a plan. I just, you know, if I die, I die. And I might right here. Oh, shoot. If she goes first, I think we'll be fine. Nah, okay, she died. Bodhi caught a cold. Okay, so now I'm in a ton of trouble. Karma, they calling you fake. Bodhi got over the cold. I don't know if I want to continue this with a dead party member. Man, I, like, absolutely forgot what I was doing there, Brandon Evans. And then I got snuck up on and it ended up killing me. I don't think I have anything that can revive here. Let's head back. Because this upcoming boss kind of sucks without Tuba. He did something very mysterious and it didn't work. Did I not heal Bodhi? Man, I'm so scatterbrained today. Sorry about that, everyone. Exardos, what's going on? Sucks I can't play much like once without telling myself what am I doing with my life. I don't know what you mean by that. Big Brain Media. Have you played Golden Sun? I haven't streamed it or anything. Can't buy revives yet. Yeah, I think there's a cup of life noodles in the Peaceful Rest Valley that I just missed. Elvis Press Play that I probably should have gotten at one point. Let's hit him with the squats. I don't know what you mean, but I know exactly what you mean, says Frogs. Alright, I might actually die here, because I just was not paying attention for a second. At least he shot somebody before he collapsed. Urban Zombie thought that was hilarious. Oh. Okay, I snuck up on him. Pizza Burger. He's laughing at you. Yeah, because I'm so funny, Frogs. Yeah, this is... I want to say this is definitely not a game that you have to grind for. But I end up doing it anyway because I like playing this game, you know? Exit mouse? Don't have one, Elvis. I think I can handle one fly. See? Let's go to the hospital. I bet the hospital around here is like really busy. Where is it? Let's look on the map. South of the hotel. Alright, just don't run into any puppets and we should be fine. Squabble, what's going on? How are you? Little butterfly. I'm doing great too. No reason for me to go to the hospital. I was just visiting. Oh, they don't have the normal hospital music. 120 bucks. To revive a friend? Better be a freaking good friend. Would you trust a hospital with that font? Pizza Burger? Yeah. It's the same font as the pizza place. And I trust them. Yeah, so Nightwish, the butterfly will restore 20 psychic points, 20 PP to everyone in your party. So that's what it does when it makes you relax. Anyway, I probably should revive my other friend, who I just met and is already unconscious. Bodhi was just brought in. I have 444 monies. In the 90s, I would expect to see that font at a hospital. Daniel R? Yeah. That's a good point. Everything was wacky in the 90s. Alright, I'm missing 25 PP, and that's worth recovering, but like... Can I just spawn a butterfly over and over, maybe? So where did the last one spawn? This game's got a little bit of lag, I gotta say. Like, you can feel it when there's like a couple NPCs on the screen, you know? No butterfly down here? Yeah, Gouda guy? $120 for a hospital visit sounds like a dream. Some butterflies can reliably respawn Nightwish, but I couldn't get that one to respawn. Let's GTFO. Hey, we're alive again. Don't even worry about it, dog. Yeah, I just got a chicken in my inventory. Don't worry about it. That's what that sound is, by the way. Missy Masters, you potty mouth with all this PP talk. I'm so sorry for offending you. I'll try to censor things better. And instead of saying PP, I'll say, wiener. No. I just won't ever mention it. Yes, Trace Ventura. I was going to mention that at some point. Oh, more zombies. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I'm just leveling up here. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, it's weird that, like, basically at this point in the game, my party members can pretty much only take 2 attacks. Damn, that was a horrible round. Thump leveled up, though. He got... Oh, man, he learned squats beta. Tuba's level is now 17. Guts and HP. Dusted fool, that's right. Frogs? Yeah, right? We're gonna meet Master Belch. Let's life up here just to be safe. It's kind of what you want to do with your psychic points at this point. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. This'll kill the dog. Biting attack. He can poison you too, which is super annoying. But yeah, freeze beta will kill that guy. Got a button mash so you can beat the timing on the HP depletion. Yeah, Daniel A. Mashing the A button does help in many instances in this game. Alright, so now that I'm flickering like this, I can make it. Do not kill the dog, says Gouda Guy with a cool $14.99 Australian dollars. Gouda Guy, the dog's already dead. I'm just returning him back to the dust of the earth. Or something. Alright, I'll try not to, but everyone spam the cheese in the chat for Gouda Guy. So that's approximately $10 US. Let's add 20 to the to-go count. Hey, thank you so much, Gouda Guy. Oh, he called his ghost friend. These are the ghosts that block the tunnel, the highway to the next city. Philly Steps, you behave. There is one status effect in this game that can only affect... That was unfair. That can only affect Ness, aka Thump, and it's called Homesickness. Well, I think time to let one of these rip. Shoot. Alex B, welcome to the EarthBound stream. None of this guy's friends ever show up to the battle. Alright, that was convenient. Pretty unfair that that guy got a first strike on me, like, as I came out the doorway. I get... You know what, though? When you contact an enemy, you have, like, a very small window where you can just, like, hit an input on the D-pad to maybe turn around, so I possibly could have gotten a neutral encounter there, but I wasn't really looking. I have 2 chickens? Let's use this bread roll on Thump. Tuba took the tin of cocoa, used it on the bread roll, and Thump ate it. Thump recovered 32 HP. Okay, so it was neither good nor bad, because that seems pretty average for the bread roll, right? That seems pretty normal. What is this? Gives you a spring in your step for about 20 seconds. Okay. So the Skip Sandwich DX gives you... it increases your movement speed for slightly longer than the regular Skip Sandwich. You know what? I don't know what I'm so worried about. This battle can be difficult sometimes. York, since you had fly, honey, I considered you a friend. But actually, you're just a commoner. I am the mortal enemy of your kind. Two to 3 frame window. Frogs, it's probably bigger than that, right? I think this guy is resistant to freeze, which is why he's so tough. But if you can just big bottle rocket him, it might one-shot him. This is the mini barf. During this battle theme, you can kind of hear something that sounds a little bit like the Mario theme. This guy often lets out like a belch that will have your whole team crying, meaning your attack rate lowers a lot. Like, you'll just miss and miss and miss. So PSI attacks are great here, but I think he's resistant to freeze. That said, yeah, 9 HP from freeze alpha. And he hits pretty hard. But if you use the big bottle rocket on him, yeah, it does 342 damage. That's pretty darn good. Let's life up on Bodhi here, then fire, and I will, just shoot this guy, I guess. Just shoot him, stuffed vulture. Yeah, so now we're all crying, and I'm gonna miss him a bunch. Just like I missed all of you. Let's do PSI squats here. And I guess I'll keep firing. Freeze actually isn't even bad here because freeze, even if it's resisted, still has a chance to solidify your target. It didn't. I think it's like a 1 in 4. Look at that. Tuba leveled up. Offense, HP, PP. Bodhi's level is now 19. I wanted to get your fly honey and gulp it down. Heard that before. Master Belch and I love fly honey. Georg. I'm dead. That's what he's like right now. Yo, there's just a dude here. You must have a long, tough road ahead of you, do you not? No, there is no need to explain. I already know you must be hungry. This is good timing for you. I happen to be carrying something to eat. What would you like? You can buy a calorie stick here, which I think is essentially the same as the croissant, except it, you know, goes better with different condiments. And we can buy a cup of coffee if we want. Let's buy one of each. Cup of coffee generally not worth buying in this game. If you want to fully recover, there's a village full of interesting people just ahead. Go there and take a good rest. I have heard that the name of this village is Saturn Valley, but it cannot be found on any map. I enjoy helping those who are in trouble, though I charge them for my trouble. Ooh, that's helpful right there. Let's munch on this butterfly. What? Rogue effect. What? 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 Rogue effect? What? Anyway, Thump and Tuba just recovered 20 PP there. Calorie stick. When eaten, you recover about 60 HP. Same as the croissant. Oh, rogue effect. I didn't mean to insult coffee. Which mother? Dark Soul 99? This is Mother 2. Not Lucid 3? Wait, Rogue Effect donated $5.50 saying, get your coffee? Alright, you got it, my man. Yo, Rogue Effect, thank you so much for the cool $5.50. Everyone spam the coffee emoji in the chat as we buy another cup of coffee. Always worth getting, like I said earlier. Cup of coffee, probably the best item in the game. Best value, anyway. Hey, thank you so much. So we're doing double reps. That means we're gonna add 11 to the to-go counter. And you know exactly why Rogue Effect did that. Hey, put that cup of coffee emoji in the chat, everybody. Wait, who needs it? Thump can have it. Nice. Fallen Zoe. Hashtag Team Clippy. Welcome. Oh, and there's another butterfly. Does that spawn there, like, easily? Can you just respawn that? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like that's an easy butterfly respawn. Fallen Zoe, why are you saying that? It didn't notify you of the stream? Yeah, that's a pretty reliable respawn on that butterfly. Well, in that case... let's life up everybody after we're all caffeinated. Butterfly, you come back. Yeah, frogs. It looks like I could just walk down and then walk back up to get that butterfly back. Watch out, there might be a bomb in here. Okay, yeah, for sure. You know, I could have sworn this part was hard. Because of all the enemies that just, like, whack you around here. Not like the Mafia whacks you, you know. But they literally whack you by hitting you hard. Not a single encounter. From Threed Cave to this cave. That was interesting. I feel like Megaharv did that a while back and like made a short about it. Like, yo, look at me getting that that speedrunner luck. Yeah, and usually there are encounters in that cave as well, where you like fight some sort of weird roach or something. Jummy? We made it to Saturn Valley.
We feel groove. Hi-ho, me Mr. Saturn. This place all are Mr. Saturn.
Oh my gosh, their accents are crazy. Do you see that, everybody? And this guy in the trash can is not only a doctor, he's also the dude that I used for the thumbnail for my videos, for my streams. I'm Dr. Saturn. I was just told that everyone here was Mr. Saturn. But this guy says he's Dr. Saturn. So I don't know who to trust anymore. And I can repair your body, boing. Yo, Sears with the $1.69. Heck yeah, everybody. Thank you so much. Everyone put a Z in the chat for Sears. I know what you want. You want these. Hey, thank you so much. I'm gonna add $1.69. Wait, no, I'm gonna add $2 and then $1.38. Is that right? I'm doing double reps. Hey, Sears, thank you so much. Want me to operate on you? Yes, you all fixed up. Goody boing. Dang, I feel incredible right now. Let's do some shoulder shrugs now that we made it to Saturn Valley, everybody. Dark Moonery Z is correct. All right, everybody, let's do this first. Raise the camera up a little bit. Lift up the sleeves. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Green Cal X, welcome. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. That's a good place to stop. Hey, Fallen Zoe, none of that, please. I feel like I haven't worn these in a while. All right, so we've got 338 left to go, but how many have we done? All right, that's pretty nice. Do we have the phase distorter already? Green Cal X? Nope, just made it to Saturn Valley for the first time. And we're going to a swanky hotel. Brandon Evans, how are you? Do you want slumber? KO. What a great to-go amount. Sears? You bet. Nice, says Gouda Guy. Hey, so are you. Thanks for the dono. Once upon a time, we were many, many. Everybody, every day, slowly are less, less. Why? Boing. Why? Boing, indeed. Before I get any of these treasure chests, let's go sell some stuff. Like one of my chickens. Oh man, they do commerce so good. Hi, you come buying? You can sell too. I, Mr. Saturn, boing, can do all for you. He rhymed. Yo, that was sick, frogs. You want to sell me things at me, boing? Yeah, have one of my chickens. Chicken? The most us pay for that is $110. That KO on you? Ding ding, yes. Oh, you think. Is there anything Zoom else need? Yes. What next, boing? Bye. What you buying, Zoom? Should I buy a postcard? Secret herb, I think, actually can revive a dead party member. So can Horn of Life. Is there anything Zoom else need? No. Oh, you think. Hi, you come buying, you can sell too. I, Mr. Saturn, boing, can do all for you. Yeah, we need this font somewhere on, like, Excel. $110 for a full chicken? Is it made of gold? Well, Gouda Guy, you know how much eggs cost these days. Okay, so you can buy a bionic slingshot here. It's not as good as, like, a weapon that will hit reliably, because the slingshots and any, and the yo-yos, I should say, they have like a 1 in 8 chance to miss or something, I want to say. I can get a red ribbon like I'm from the Red Ribbon Army. Defense went to 43. Ribbon? That one is $44. What do you think about that price, Zoom? Yes. Good. I sold him my ribbon. Let's sell this protein drink. $19. Hold on. No, I wanna know what it does first. Tell me about this help menu. Protein drink. For building a stronger, healthier body. It gives you a blast of nourishment when you are fatigued. If you drink this, you recover about 80 HP. Oh wait, I have this copper bracelet to sell. Sell. That's what I meant to do. 174? Alright, I'll take it. Karma, there's a rumor/theory that Ness's dad is actually a telephone. Can you confirm or deny this is true? Frogs? Well, that would mean that Ness kind of would look like a telephone, right? If biologically his dad were a telephone, he'd have some sort of telephone features. He'd share a lot of DNA with a telephone. Great Charm isn't particularly, like, necessary right now, but I am going to get enough money from this crazy-looking ATM, which doesn't have the Saturn font. But let's get 2 silver bracelets, at least. All right, equipping that copper bracelet, 174. And then let's sell Thump's copper bracelet as well. Well, what would a copper bracelet be? It's just like a gauntlet? A bracer? Like, is copper jewelry a thing? And I can get these great charms increase my speed by 5 and my defense by 1, but I don't know if that's worth 400 bucks. But I'm buying them anyway. I'm gonna buy 1. Oh yeah, he didn't have, like a travel charm in the first place. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stay a few nights in this free hotel in Saturn Valley to see if my friend Bodhi will fix any of the broken items that are in his inventory. Trace Ventura. It gives you the green rust status effect. Have we been feeding the chicken? Do we have to take care of it? Game was really ahead of its time when it came out. I was like, WTF? Who would pay $8 for a hamburger? Yeah, exactly. Free hotel. Don't tell Mr. Krabs. Fallen Zoe? Money, money, money. I will not. Tigre! What do you mean 3.38 reps to go? How do you do a fraction of a rep? Is it really that hard to figure out? I bet you could do it if you tried. Ooh, look at this. Working through the night. Bodhi fixed the broken iron. After being fixed, the broken iron became the slime generator. That is an okay item to have. And like Bodhi gets these items that are that can be used multiple times. They can be used indefinitely. Like you use it in battle and it doesn't get used up, you know. But he just gets these gadgets that he can use in combat. This one is an item for Bodhi. Sprays a sticky substance that stops the enemy from moving. Can be used many times. I think it's only single target and it's like not reliable. So I rarely end up using it. I've seen old folks doing fractions of reps. Well, look, when I'm old, if I can do any sort of reps, even fractions, I'll consider myself lucky. Copper jewelry is a thing. Some people claim they have health benefits. Yeah, sounds like a scam, Booker Place. Philly Steps, I used to have long hair. It's been years. But you can, like, go back to see my earlier shorts, and it's like, whoa, long hair KarmaJolt. Oh, baby, Thump leveled up. I just wanted to see what was in this, this cave over here. I think I might have missed, like, a bottle rocket or something. Do I have any room? Not really. I can get rid of some stuff I don't need. How valuable is copper? Like copper. Jummy? I don't know. Some people will like take copper scrap wire and sell it. Sammy the Tanuki says, hello? Why you say it like that? Whoops. This violent roach approached me and crit me. Just snuck up from behind and was like, bam, here's a huge attack. Thanks, Roach. 360 damage. Dang, I did a full rotation of damage to him. Bodhi is level 20. Speed went up by 3. Guts went up by 1. Vitality. IQ went up by 3. Okay, that's great. Because when his IQ increases, that means the amount of things he can fix increases. So certain, any sort of broken object that can be fixed in this game requires Bodhi to have a minimum IQ threshold before he can fix it. So I think before he can fix, like, the broken antenna, which is a super rare drop that can give him his ultimate weapon, he's got to have 65 IQ. Yeah, we fixed the broken air gun. And it became the Magnum air gun. That's an air gun that might even fit me. Alright, it's got 4 more offense than whatever I was using. The toy air gun. Let's do the 3.38 reps here, everybody. Let's do some shoulder shrugs, Kelsey. I love the idea of beating up things makes you smarter. That's how I got there. That's how I got this big old brain. I just beat things up, like sentient pies, rampaging goats, a weird alien, a hippie, and now I'm a genius. But also, I'm getting very buff. Let's do these 3.38 shoulder shrugs. Ready? 1, 2, 3.38. Nailed it. Hey, thanks for the donations, everybody. Sears, thanks for counting. You don't have to do that. You know, let's round that up to 3. And by up, I mean down. Alright, everybody. I might go hang out with Molly M and Matthew Irwin, who is visiting from Nashville, Tennessee. So let's pick up the phone and call my dad and save the game. Dang, my dad is like, here's like $3,000. Thanks, Dad. That's really nice of you. Let's record here and call it a stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play a little bit of EarthBound. Excuse me, I might be back later tonight. I don't know. Might play some F-Zero, or some more EarthBound, or possibly some Kirby's Dream Course. An egg in these trying times. But we'll figure it out when we get there. Yeah, you know, until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great, and you have fun. You go have fun. Stay hydrated, everybody. Actually, let's finish the water. Nice and easy, Dark Moonery. I'll see you soon.